Are you ready for new Westwool colors? We just revamped the entire palette of Westwool, and you're going to notice a lot of changes. New labels, new colors, more colors, softer colors, brighter colors, more blended tones that we can work with. So let's take a look at all the new colors of Westwool, the new skeins, the new look of it, and get some color ideas for some new projects. So the first thing you're going to see with the new Westwool are different labels. So we have these beautiful brown labels for bicycle and tandem, and you're going to notice a different size. These are both new colors. This is Bianca, and this is North Sea. And look at this little fingering weight bicycle skein. They come in 50-gram skeins now. Hello Colorwork, hello Fair Isle, shawls with 10 colors. Now you just get 50-gram skeins of all those colors, so you can get more colors and more yarn, and it comes in these cute little formats of 50 grams. So you're going to get 175 meters or 191 yards for the bicycle skeins. So it's half the weight. So just remember, if you're knitting previous Westwool projects that call for 100 grams of a color, you're going to need 2 of these to equal 100 grams. But it's the same type of yarn. It's 2 plies of yarn twisted around each other for our fingering weight bicycle. And if you have previous skeins of bicycle from our original launch, it's going to work really well. Same weight of yarn, same type of yarn more or less. The only difference is this is 100% merino, South American merino wool. So it's a little different from our original blend of Westwool, but this one's a little bit extra soft. So new colors, a little bit softer, and the tandem is going to look really similar. This is 3 plies of yarn spun around each other, really great for color work, crisp stitches, really good for cables, and it's my favorite sweater and blanket yarn. So you'll find the 100 grams of tandem are the same look. So if you have some old tandem from the original batch, you can mix and match it with the new colors and expand all your color options with the new tandem colors. And this has 233 meters or 254 yards per 100 grams. All right, let's dive into the colors. We've got over 50 colors. We got rid of a few colors and replaced them and updated them, and you'll find a lot of new shades. So let's start with our revamped yellow palette. We have this Buttercup. It's a really soft pale yellow, very natural and leaning into the neutral tones. Bianca is our new bright primary yellow, and it leans a bit into that citrusy, zesty tonality. Sometimes when you mix it with the greens, let's get our new, this is our new avocado color. If you mix that Bianca yellow with greens, it kind of brings out a chartreusey tone in it, but it's a very primary yellow, but with a zesty zing. So that's Bianca, and we have our original Glow coming back. So you'll see Glow, but now in 50-gram skeins. And this is my favorite new color. It's one of those grungy, is it green, is it yellow, is it brown, is it gold? Yes, it's all of those, and just so good. It's such a chameleon color. So you can mix this Dijon colorway with the yellows and make this beautiful yellow. A Pierre shawl would be really beautiful with these. Or you could lean into the greens, mixing it with green olive. Or, are you ready to see our new browns? You could get that Dijon colorway and mix it with these beautiful neutrals. So in our original Westwool palette, we had lots of neutrals and grays, but we need just as many browns. So you're going to find Sand is our lightest taupey beige brown. Biscuit leans more into the camel warm tones. And Mocha, a little bit darker, a little of that soft chocolate warm tone to it, but it's a really dusty brown. So Sand, Biscuit, Mocha, and I think this would be really fun to end with Truffle for a beautiful faded or gradient shawl, or you could do like a Pierre shawl in DK weight tandem with these tones. Would be really beautiful. So hello to our browns, and let's dive into some other bright colors. If you're a purple pink lover, these colors are dedicated to you. I made sure to put in lots of power pinks and really purplicious purples. So take a look at these. This is Unicorn. It's a very bright white pearlescent lavender tone. Really fun. I painted my yarn room in my house this color, so this was inspired by my yarn room in my house. My floor and ceilings are all this purple. Is it too much purple? I've learned from you purple knitters, it's never enough purple. So not only did we add one new purple color, but we've also got this Fandango. It's like a really vivid, super saturated magenta orchid tone. And this is a really fun color work base yarn. You could use this as the main color for sweaters. This is corduroy. It has purple tones in it, but it's a very plum, deep plum wine. It's got a little red in it, but it really deepens our purple palette. And we brought back our original aubergine. So I think this would make a really fun purple sequence for some color work in your sweaters. Or again, with DK weight yarn, you could do the tandem palette for the Pierre shawl with 4 colors. I just love this one. This one I'm gonna be mixing and matching with everything. I mean, these power pops just, oh, it's so wrong, it's so right. Maybe with a little neutral. No, let's add it. Ooh, now we're talking. Bianca, Unicorn, Dijon. There's so many fun things. Oh, we have a new blue. Okay, we'll get to the blues. So we've got our purples, our pinks, you pink knitters. There is a new bright pink to go with our 3 pinks that we're bringing back. So we have our original powder. This is the new taffy. It's a really bubblegum, super playful, very saturated and color popping pink taffy. Our original Roswitha, the dusty rose pink, and our fuchsia. So these make a new pink sequence. I just love all these new colors mixed in with some of our old shades because you really get that harmony and that full sequence from light to dark with all these new color opportunities. All right, are you ready to see some more pinky tones, you peachy pink lovers? We went a little overboard with our peachy pinks. All of these are new colors and they mix so nice with some of our originals. So this is Beatrix that we're bringing back. We couldn't get rid of this color. It's a really bright orange but leans into the pinky tones. It's a really chameleon color. Even in different light, this Beatrix color, it bounces off of other tones so differently. So we've got Beatrix and then all of these new colors. Well, this is White Peach. This is an original color. And this leads into Sherbet, which is new. It's a apricot orangey light color. And then increasing the saturation, we have Starfish. This is a heathered color. So most of the colors in Westwool are all solid, but this is really heathered and has that beautiful shading and dimension to it. Starfish. And then Flamingo. Lots of animal names in this palette. So look at that. We've got White Peach, Sherbet, Starfish, Flamingo. Super fun, but I would end it with that Beatrix. Oh, so yummy. So many sweater ideas and shawl ideas coming. But let's dive in and take a closer look. I want to show off the blues. We've got oranges coming, and all the colors that we have in Bicycle that I'm showing come in our tandem base as well. Both 100% South American Merino, super soft. So let's take a close-up look at those beautiful blues. Blue lovers, these are for you. All these shades are brand new colors. Some of them lean a little bit more into the green, some lean a little bit more into that dusty sea blue, but all new colors in our blue palette, and they're gonna mix really nicely with our original colors. We're keeping these. This is Glass, Aquamarine, Brackish in Norway. More those teal tones and icy blues. These are our new dusty blues and a power royal blue. This color is called Royal. It's my favorite shade of blue. I just love how strong it is, and it's gonna bounce really nicely with all of those other new, unique colors that we have. With the yellows, this with the peach would be really interesting for color work. This is the Sherbet colorway. But all these dusty blues really blend beautifully together. So here, these are the more blue-focused colors, and these lean a little bit more into the green side. So these new dusty blues are called Sea Mist. It's a really light sea blue, sea mist, and a little bit darker. This is called Blue Spruce. It's a really soft, dusty, neutral blue. Keep it in those cool tones, but really soft, very subtle and sophisticated tones. And getting a little bit darker and more smoky, we have Morgaine. Morgaine. So again, that's Sea Mist, Blue Spruce, and Morgaine, making a really soft, subtle series. And then in the more green tones, we have this really beautiful Sage colorway. It's a dusty medium green. Really nice. It leans into those neutral tones. So this type of color would be really fun, mixing it up with some color pops. Ooh, we haven't seen our other greens yet. Ooh, look at that. This is Pickle Juice, a new bright green. So nice. Really soft and neutral, but definitely in that green range. And this is North Sea. North Sea. Let's compare that to our original brackish colorway. So this was much brighter, much more saturated. So all of these new blues and greens really invite that smoky, dusty tonality. Really soft and subtle, and great for color work, Fair Isle, and all those stripy Westknit shawls. And then the last one, this is Enchanted. It's definitely a bit more in the blue tone, but it's more green. I think there's a little bit more green tone to it than the Morgaine colorway. This is definitely a stony, soft blue. This is really nice, a darker blue, but it starts to ever so slightly lean into those green tones. So you could mix that Enchanted colorway with those other greens. This would just be so fun for a soft foresty sea tone. This is our original green olive that's coming back. I just love these blues and greens so much. And they really expand our original teal palette with those colors coming back. So those are the blues. Let's look at those greens. We've got all these original greens coming back and a couple new greens to fill out this family. So the colors coming back are Grass Green. It's a really bright, fun, playful, solid green. Green Olive, one of my favorite colors. It's so deep and has this golden glowing effect to the color. Green Olive. And our super dark Wellington. It's almost a black green. Really, really neutral, but it has a super deep green tone to it. So when you mix it with these other greens, it really brings out that foresty green tone in Wellington. And these are our two new greens, Pickle Juice and Avocado. Just so good. You want to eat these colors up, and they blend perfectly into our Green Olive and our Wellington colors. So lots of fun new greens to expand that palette. And those are almost all the colors. Let's take a quick look at our new warm tones. Our final new colors are Tangerine. It's a really bright orange. We've got a super neutral but warm chestnut colorway. And finally, a Power Red. We needed this really intense red that just screams out from the palette, and it's one of those reds that's really vibrant, but slightly leans into the orange tone rather than into the blue tone of those red colors. So if you like really fiery red color pops, this is called Red Hot, and it's as red as you can get with that beautiful orange tone. And when you put it with oranges, it even brings out that fiery quality even more. Oh, now we're talking. Super zesty, really fun, and just with all these bright new colors, the possibilities are endless for some really fun, playful color combinations. One thing I love about this new chestnut colorway is it's warm, so you can mix it with the oranges and reds, but it also looks really beautiful with our sandy brown taupe colors. This would make a beautiful sequence with sand, biscuit, mocha, and chestnut. All right, so those are the new colors. We still have some old colors coming back. So let's start to mix the old with the new. And what kinds of color palettes can we make with all these new types of colors? So what I love about all these new brights is you can go really playful and really bold by making some more vibrant, high-intensity shawls and sweater choices. So all these new bright colors can just get so fun and playful. You can just go really extreme. Ooh, maybe keep it light and bright. So you can do things like this with all the new colors. Really playful. All the new saturated tones. You could get a bit more into the jewel tones by mixing these new deep colors together. Now look at that. What about that Dijon? Ooh, that's getting fun. Maybe just the blues and the greens. maybe mixing in our original green olive. A lot of fun things you can do with these powerful saturated colors. Or let's start to mix and match some of our tones. Maybe some different colors, but I want something a little more dusty. We have all these really soft in-between tones. So look at that. You could just go really soft and subtle with these harmonious colors. Maybe that light yellow could be a nice little soft ray of sunshine. Or maybe we do like a little neutral sequence and then maybe just a couple soft colors. Something like that would be really soft and beautiful. Or taking all these new neutral colors we have and going really bold with one color pop. I think this would be amazing with all those new warm sandy tones and that red hot red colorway. And don't forget about our grays. We still have all these grays. We didn't get rid of any of our gray tones. So all of our solid grays are back, as well as our heathered grays. So this is going to give you a lot of those neutral with the color pop color stories. Perfect for shawls and colorwork stranded sweaters. So these new grays, maybe I mix those with our peach colors. Maybe I go really light. Ooh, this is really nice and fresh. A really gray and peachy color palette. Lots of different color possibilities. What I'm most looking forward to doing with this palette is mixing up the colors in a more unexpected way. So I want to mix in these soft, dusty colors with the bold and bright shades. So what's going to jump onto my needles, I think, are some color stories like this. I need one more of those. Yeah, maybe another green or that deep blue. So I want to do some really funky combinations, mixing in those soft and light colors, some power pops with the dusty tones, and maybe something deep. Yeah, this is it. This is going to be one of my new favorite colors because I just see myself working with this corduroy color a lot as a main color. It works so nicely with the warm tones, but you can really exaggerate this kind of vintage vibe with all of these more deep, saturated colors. Oh, yeah, this is what I'm getting really excited about to work with this palette, is mixing colors from different families, but in unusual and unexpected ways. So what do you think about the new colors? Do you have some favorites? Do you like the brights? Or are you excited about those dusty blues? Or are you a neutral fan with all those soft and smoky new beige colors? Let me know in the comments down below which color or color family is your favorite. And I also want to get some ideas from you on what you're wanting to cast on with all this yarn. So these are the color ideas, something to get you inspired for fall and winter. But what are you going to cast on? A dustland shawl? Maybe a flamingo dustland shawl or a dustland sweater? I think with those soft blues, this would be a really nice blue spruce dustland sweater. Really light and crisp, showing off those stitches. Or a painting brick shawl, just using all of these little 50-gram mini skeins. So much fun. So let me know in the comments down below, what's your favorite color? What are you going to cast on? Do you have some Fair Isle or stranded sweaters in your mind that would be great for all these 50-gram minis or half skeins? So basically, I think the overall thing to remember, you get inspired by all these colors, but I don't want you to forget that the fingering weight bicycle is 50 grams, okay? So always pay close attention to the yardage in your pattern and look at the total yardage requirements you need. And remember that these new bicycles are 50 grams, so you can get twice as many colors to enhance your stash. And the tandem is the original 100-gram skein format. So this is very similar. Great for sweaters, good for blankets, just one skein for a hat. So let me know what you're going to do with this yarn. I'm going to start swatching and designing some new things, which you'll see throughout the fall and winter. I'm starting to reknit some of my favorite designs in new colors. Like I'm in progress on a bubble sweater. I think this with one of these colors. Ooh, I think with this would be great for a bubble sweater. There's just so many color possibilities. So I'm gonna get swatching, get designing, and I can't wait to see what you make with this new revamped palette. Over 50 colors. You're gonna find them all at stephenandpenelope.com. Bicycle is the fingering weight. Tandem is the thicker DK weight. So let me know what you're gonna make, and let's get inspired and cast on all the colorful shawls and sweaters this fall and winter. So thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see what you're going to make.